You want to start a business with your friends? On a party, you drink beer together and you decide to run the world with your idea? You watched videos of David Goggins for motivation and Elon Musk videos for knowledge. Countless hours you were working on your mindset? You are prepared and ready to start, but then you see friends still partying, laying in the bed until 2 p.m. and chilling with their partner? You get disappointed? Your head spins after seeing that no one is contributing. Guess what? This is only your fault.
Hi guys, today we will talk about a topic which maybe every entrepreneur encountered in his lifetime. We will talk about founding a business. And the most common idea people get is, hey, I have my best buddies. I'm drinking with them, I'm chilling with them, so let me start a business with them. Because business and friendship can go hand in hand, they think. But most of the cases it's not true and it's not very productive. The reason for that is most people cannot separate between friendship and business. So if you are the founder of an idea and you invite a colleague of you or a friend of you to join you in your journey, don't forget this is your journey, this was your idea, and if people are not so much invested in your idea, don't get frustrated because that could potentially hurt your friendship. Because it is one of the most essential tasks a startup can have, it is now really important that we talk about two things: setup of the team and how to manage a team. And again, guys, we don't say don't start a business with your friends. We just say pay attention to those friends who you invite to start your business journey, then maybe together. Our recommendation is don't look only on the friendship, look at the skills which each individual provides at the table. So, the setup of the team. One and the most important thing from our perspective is that the team has complementary skills. If you have a friend who has the same skill set as you do, what is the main value the guy provides? But if you have other people in your circle, which you may can ask, example given, you're a good coder, you're a good developer, and you have some business people around you, then try to stick those people in your team and try to convince them to work on a specific idea. Because the more diverse your team gets, the more skills and the more interest they have in different areas, the broader your vision can get. Let us come to our second tip now, the shared vision. Well, the shared vision is quite important for every startup. Make sure that the team member who join in your startup share the same vision as you. This ensures that the work packages they create lead into the right direction. And everyone in the organization is talking about the same. This can be quite challenging at the beginning because most people don't get quite directly the ideas you have for your business. Let us come to our third tip, commitment and passion. It is important for you to understand right now that this is your business and no other guy will treat your business and your ideas just like you. But this is fine. It is just necessary for you to understand that you don't get frustrated if they are not able to put in the same working hours as you do. Our fourth tip is the cultural fit. It is underrated and sometimes out of scope, but we think it is quite important for startups that you have team members in your circle which are culturally aligning with your organizational principles. If you have people who need detailed work packages and work breakdown items, then you know, okay, you need to lead by example. But if you have a laissez-faire organizational style, then everyone does what everyone wants. So you are not quite involved in the work breakdown item development process. So it is important that you understand, first of all, which culture you want to integrate in your startup, and then hire the right people or surround yourself with the right co-founders. Don't underestimate this point because the more mature your business gets, the more unflexible your organizational structure will become because people will be used to specific circumstances. And if those circumstances change, then you don't only have the challenge of starting your company, then you will also have the challenge of change management, which can be quite a pain. Our fifth point is communication. It is really important that you get skilled in these areas. Communication is the first way to directly interact with your employees or your co-founders or your shareholders. Everyone who is in your circle needs to be communicated properly. They have different kind of impacts on your business and you should be aware of these circumstances always. The sixth and last point is scalability. What do we mean here? Well, it is not only enough that you have people around you who are eager to develop your business goal. It is also important that you can think long term with those people who are in your inner circle startup team. This means if you have people around which are currently good for that position, maybe through time they cannot develop themselves into the right position. This would mean that to a later stage, a new employee needs to be hired, which can cause conflicts in your startup. So be aware of these circumstances also. Let us come to our second part, manage the team. First and foremost, which maybe all founders forget quite early, is social management. It is the social management skill which every entrepreneur needs to have to build a successful startup team. Only if people are respecting you, not because you're only paying those bills, because you are providing a value for them, because they enjoy interacting with you and enjoy working with you, they will stick around long term. So therefore, social management is a key skill which you need to have, even when you interact with your investors or other shareholders. Social management is, from our point of view, the most important skill every startup founder should have. The second one is the working structure. You need to create a working structure early on. This can be a project management tool like Trello or a board like Jira, but you need to have those boundaries because people will provide you work based on the tools you provide them. So it is important that those tools match exactly your interests. The third one is lead by example. As I said, you cannot expect that people will perform the same as you do because it is your business, your idea. But if you lead by example, you will then identify some diamonds in the dark which are shining and which you can develop over time. Our fourth tip is set expectations. Expectations can motivate employees to dig even further and to go the extra mile. But be very wise with that strategy. You cannot expect overperformance from every employee you have. You will get disappointed and your employees will get unhappy. You need to be able to understand who is capable of what and then talking with them the right way. And this directly refers to our first point, the social management. Our fifth point is offering equity, but do that very wisely. If you want to hire great talent, then you need to offer equity as well. But do that very wisely, as we said, because if you give away too much shares early on, then later on you will have no room to deal with investors. Last but not least is the signal that everyone is important and has impact on your idea. If people who are joining in the early phase get the feeling that they have no importance or no value in your startup and in your further plans, they will jump right off. And this cannot be your goal. If you see talent, be sure that you communicate with them properly and signal them importance and that they have impact on your product. Ensure that. So you need to celebrate successes. Guys, this was just a brief overview what is important in a startup, from setting up a team to manage and maintaining a team. There's a bunch of other stuff you need to consider as well. But for now, we wanted to just give you a brief overview. If you have any questions left for us, how to setting up a team and how to manage a team, write us in the comments down below. We will try to answer every question properly. If you have ideas on topics which you wanted to have covered as well, let us also know, because we will provide you a real-world example with Collectum, our new social media application which will launch this year. It was quite a pain to develop this whole thing, to organize the team, to manage the team, to maintain the team, to get investors, to pitch the deck. So we think we can provide you with some value. And don't forget, it is always about value creation if you start a business. But it's not only enough that you create value, it is important that the people you surround yourself with are on the same track, speak the same language regarding your vision, and then long term, hopefully, you will succeed. See you guys. Thanks.